United States Marine Corps is an expeditionary force of approximately 180,000 personnel, designed to deploy to any hotspot in the world on short notice. They do not exist to occupy a city for many years, but to appear from the sea, conduct an amphibious landing, seize a strategic foothold, and withdraw before the war drags on. And if you are a tank enthusiast, you may be surprised. Since 2020, the Marines have disbanded their entire main battle tank force. Instead of relying on heavy tanks, they prioritize speed, precision strike capability, and operations in multiple small mobile units. And this is the entire arsenal that enables them to do that. For more than 50 years, the AAV has been a symbol of amphibious assault. Designed in the 1970s, the AAV can carry more than 20 Marines from ship to shore, but its thin armor and aging design gradually revealed limitations. The vehicle sinking accident in 2020 that killed 9 service members became a wake-up call about the age of this platform. The replacement generation is the 8x8 wheeled ACV, capable of swimming at approximately 6 to 7 nautical miles per hour, with protection levels comparable to an MRAP against mines and IEDs. The ACV-30 variant is also equipped with a 30mm automatic cannon, significantly increasing fire support capability upon reaching the shore. The philosophy has changed, no longer relying on thick armor and heavy formations, but on high mobility, flexibility, and mission modular configuration. If the ACV brings Marines ashore, then the LAV-25 is the vehicle that helps them expand control. Equipped with a 25mm Bushmaster cannon, the LAV can reach speeds of over 100 kilometers per hour on roads, fast enough to conduct deep reconnaissance and rapid response missions. The LAV family includes multiple variants: anti-tank, mortar carrier, command, logistics, electronic warfare, and recovery. As a result, a reconnaissance battalion can operate with nearly full functional capability using a common chassis. In the future, the Advanced Reconnaissance Vehicle will replace the LAV with modern sensor systems and tactical network data connectivity. This versatility is why the LAV is compared to the multi-tool of Marine Corps reconnaissance forces. The wars in Iraq and Afghanistan forced the Marines to change their view on vehicle protection. The Humvee, also known as the High Mobility Multipurpose Wheeled Vehicle, was once a symbol of American power, but it was not designed to withstand IEDs. Gradually replacing it is the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle, a light vehicle with superior protection levels and an independent suspension system that maintains speed off-road. In an IED-saturated environment, the Cougar MRAP and the MATV proved their value with V-shaped hulls designed to deflect mine blasts. In parallel, the Polaris MR-8R, an ultralight vehicle that can be transported by the MV-22, demonstrated a new direction, prioritizing rapid movement and force dispersion, rather than concentrating into large formations that are easily detected. Every operation depends on logistics. The MTVR truck family can carry heavy loads across harsh terrain. The armored Armadillo variant increases crew protection, while the Wrecker version specializes in towing and recovering damaged vehicles. In a heavier category, the LVSR handles container transport in large equipment. Without logistics, there is no campaign, and this principle has not changed. To advance, the Marines must clear their own path. The Buffalo, with a robotic arm approximately 9 meters long, allows for remote explosive ordnance disposal. The Husky uses ground-penetrating radar to detect IEDs before a convoy passes through. The M9ACE is an armored bulldozer that helps dig fighting positions and clear obstacles under fire. Meanwhile, the P-19R ARFF ensures safety for expeditionary airfields. Thanks to these vehicles, the Marine Corps can build, protect, and sustain its own amphibious foothold. If one system represents the new direction of the Marine Corps, it is HIMARS. This high-mobility artillery rocket system carries a single pod of 6 precision-guided GMLRS rockets, or one long-range missile such as ATACMS, with a range from approximately 70 to more than 300 kilometers, depending on the munition type. The entire launcher is mounted on a wheeled chassis light, enough to be transported by a C-130 aircraft, enabling rapid deployment to forward islands. The shoot and scoot tactic allows the crew to fire and leave the position before the enemy can conduct counter-battery fire. In the Pacific context, HIMARS turns small islands into long-range launch platforms capable of controlling vast maritime areas. Alongside HIMARS is NMESIS, the Marine Corps' new ground-based anti-ship system. Each launcher carries 2 naval strike missiles with an approximate range of 185 kilometers, capable of striking surface ships from beyond direct line of sight. The distinctive feature lies in the Rogue chassis, an unmanned vehicle based on the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle platform. This allows launchers to be deployed in dangerous coastal positions without a crew on board. NMESIS is the core of the coastal access denial strategy under force design, transforming small units into a genuine threat to opposing naval forces. Before missiles dominated, tube artillery remained the center of ground firepower. The M777A2, are chambered in 155 millimeters and constructed with titanium alloy to reduce weight, can be transported by helicopter to high and difficult to access positions. The M982 Excalibur guided round allows engagement of targets at distances of more than 25 kilometers with high accuracy. However, the number of batteries has been significantly reduced as the Marines prioritize long-range missiles over traditional artillery. At closer range, firepower is still maintained by mortars. The M22 460mm is light, mobile, and quick to respond, typically assigned at the company level. The M25 281mm is more powerful and placed under battalion control. This is the layer of immediate fire support when artillery or air support cannot be awaited. The new trend is also reflected in loitering munitions, such as the Switchblade 300 and 600. These systems allow small units to launch a weapon that can loiter over a target before diving down for a precise strike. This brings the capability of precision strike from a distance down to the squad level. The Marines are reducing reliance on traditional artillery in order to prioritize mobile long-range fires, aligned with the distributed strategy in the Pacific. The centerpiece of the modern Marine Squad is the M27 Infantry automatic rifle. Initially introduced to partially replace the M249, the M27 gradually became the standard weapon for all riflemen, changing the squad fire structure. The M38 designated marksman rifle variant is equipped with a long-range optic for designated marksmen. In parallel, the M4 and M4A1 remain common in support and reconnaissance units. The M16A4 continues to appear in training and reserve forces. For confined space missions, the Close Quarters Battle Receiver Block 2 with a 10.3-inch barrel is often paired with a suppressor. At a higher firepower level, the Marines continue to use the FN-SCAR chambered in 7.62mm, along with designated marksman variants such as the M14 DMR and the M39 EMR. This entire structure ensures that each squad can generate suppressive fire rather than relying on a single machine gun. Currently, the standard sidearms of the Marine Corps are the M18 and M17 under the Modular Handgun System program, gradually replacing the M9 and M9A1 series that served for decades. Previously, the M45A, one chambered in .45 ACP, was favored within Special Operations Forces for its stopping power at close range. Some specialized units have used the Glock 17 or Glock 19 for specific missions. At the supporting fire level, the M240B and M240G, chambered in 7.62mm, remain the primary platforms of the infantry platoon. The Mk48 Mod 1 provides a lighter configuration for special operations units requiring high mobility, while the M249E4 continues to fulfill a supplementary role. When superior firepower is required, the M2HB and M2A, one-chambered in .50 caliber, are mounted on vehicles or fixed positions, creating a clearly deterrent layer of heavy firepower. In the field of sniping, the Marines maintain a broad range of capabilities. The M40 series represents the traditional bolt-action line with high accuracy. The M110 semi-automatic sniper system adds more flexible semi-automatic fire capability. The Mk13 Mod 7, chambered in .300, Winchester Magnum extends effective range beyond 1,000 meters. The Barrett Mark 22 multi-caliber system, compatible with 7.62 NATO, .300 Norma, and .338 Norma, increases adaptability according to mission requirements. In the anti-materiel role, the M82A3 and M107 chambered in .50 caliber are capable of disabling hardened targets at long distances. In urban environments, shotgun models such as the Benelli M1014, Remington 870, Mossberg 500, and Mossberg 590A1 remain reliable choices for raids, confined space control, and breaching doors. 40mm firepower is delivered through the M203 mounted under the rifle barrel. The improved M320 variant, the M32A 16-shot revolver-type launcher, and the Mark 19 automatic grenade launcher mounted on vehicles or fixed positions, providing area suppression capability. In the anti-armor role, the Marines maintain a spectrum of capabilities from light to heavy. The M72 light anti-tank weapon, the M136A T4, and the MK153 shoulder-launched multi-purpose assault weapon are suitable against fortifications or lightly armored vehicles. When facing tanks or more hardened targets, the M3A, one multi-role anti-armor anti-personnel weapon system, also known as the Carl Gustaf, the FGM-148 Javelin, and the BGM-71 Tau, provide superior penetration at longer ranges. In the short-range air defense role, the IFM-9 Stinger continues to appear in infantry units, creating a protective layer against helicopters and low-flying unmanned aerial vehicles. At the close combat and defensive level, the equipment inventory includes the M67 Standard Fragmentation Grenade, the Mk21 Mod 0 Modular Grenade with adjustable effects, the ANM-14 Thermite used to destroy sensitive equipment, and the ANM-18 Smoke for Movement Concealment. For defensive obstacles, the Marines maintain the directional Claymore mine for close-range defense. The use of anti-tank mines today is subject to significant doctrinal and policy constraints and is no longer as common as before. United States Marine Corps Aviation is an independent force built to provide direct support to ground forces from forward bases or amphibious assault ships. At the center today is the F-35B Lightning II, the short takeoff and vertical landing variant, capable of operating from short runways and landing vertically. This allows deployment from LHD and LHA class amphibious assault ships or expeditionary airfields. Alongside it is the F-35C, the larger wing variant optimized for aircraft carrier operations. With integrated sensors and stealth capability, the F-35 represents the fifth generation, where information is as critical as firepower. Before that, the F/A-18 Hornet served for more than 4 decades as a fourth-generation multi-role fighter. The AV-8B Harrier II, the symbol of short takeoff amphibious operations, is gradually retiring from service. The transition from the Hornet and Harrier to the F-35 reflects the shift from aircraft dependent primarily on pilot skill to platforms built around data networks and sensor integration. Marine aviation includes more than fighters. The KC-130J Super Hercules performs tactical transport and aerial refueling missions. With the Harvest Hawk configuration, it can also carry Hellfire missiles and a targeting pod, turning a transport aircraft into a fire support platform. In air combat training, The F-5 Tiger II, assigned to aggressor squadrons, replicates adversary tactics. VIP transport and strategic logistics missions are conducted by the C-40 Clipper, the C-20 Gulfstream, the UC-35 Citation, and the UC-12 Huron. The T-34 Trainer once played the role of primary flight training aircraft, marking the beginning of the aviation journey for many Navy and Marine Corps officers. The Marine Corps' air assault capability depends heavily on its helicopter and tiltrotor fleet. The MV-22 Osprey combines the advantages of fixed-wing aircraft and helicopters, reaching nearly twice the speed of traditional helicopters, enabling the transport of troops and equipment across greater distances. In the heavy lift segment, the CH-53K King Stallion can carry more than 27,000 pounds of payload, lifting vehicles or heavy artillery into hard-to-reach areas. The CH-53E Super Stallion is its predecessor and remains in service during the transition period. Fire support comes from the AH-1Z Viper, equipped with anti-tank missiles and a 20mm cannon. The UH-1Y Venom, sharing the majority of components with the Viper, fulfills utility and airborne command roles. In special missions, the VH-3D, the VH-60N, and the newer VH-92 serve as Marine One, the helicopter that transports the President of the United States. From the battlefield to the White House, the mission spectrum of this aviation fleet spans every level. Alongside force design, unmanned systems are increasingly playing a central role. The MQ-9A Reaper provides long-range reconnaissance and strike capability, with endurance exceeding 24 hours. At smaller unit levels, the VBAT features vertical takeoff and landing, suitable for deployment from ships or small islands. Medium Tactical Unmanned. Aerial vehicles and small tactical unmanned aerial vehicles provide real-time imagery to battalions and companies. The Black Hornet, ultra-small in size, can fly through windows for urban reconnaissance. In logistics, the unmanned K-MAX helicopter once demonstrated cargo transport capability in rugged terrain. Unmanned aerial vehicles are now not only eyes, but also firepower and even resupply platforms. Amid modern technology, the Marines still preserve historic symbols. The OKC-3S is the standard bayonet, while the KA bar has been associated with the image of the Marine Corps since the Second World War. The Marine Raider stiletto represents Special Operations Forces. In ceremonial roles, the Marine Non-Commissioned Officer Sword and the Marine Officer Mameluke Sword recall the Battle of Tripoli in 1805, one of the Corps' earliest campaigns. From Tripoli to Force Design 2030, equipment changes, but tradition and identity are preserved. The United States Marine Corps is changing its equipment faster than ever, shifting from a force once reliant on heavy tanks to a structure centered on missiles and unmanned aerial vehicles. Yet its fundamental nature remains unchanged. A rapid response, amphibious force, ready to emerge from the sea and shape the battle space within only a few days. If you want to continue exploring the military power of other nations in the modern world, do not forget to subscribe to the channel and follow the next videos.